Imagine running for your life. You hide in a dark, isolated cave to escape a Tyrant King. Exhausted, you close your eyes and fall asleep. But when you wake up, 300 years have passed. Everyone you ever knew is gone. This isn't a science fiction movie. This is a true, documented event mentioned in the Quran. And the reason why it happened contains a warning we desperately need today. Welcome back to Run to Allah. Every single Friday, millions of Muslims around the world read Surah Al-Kahf. But how many of us actually stop to think about the incredible story it tells? Today, we are uncovering the unbelievable miracle of the companions of the cave. Who were they? What forced them into hiding? And what is the powerful lesson Allah wants us to learn from their 300-year sleep? Thousands of years ago, in a city ruled by a ruthless and tyrannical king, the people had completely lost their way. They worshipped idols and ruthlessly persecuted anyone who believed in the one true God. But amidst this dark society, a small group of young men stood out. The Quran calls them fitya, meaning youth. They weren't prophets, they weren't scholars, they were just regular young men whose hearts Allah had guided to the truth. When the king demanded they bow down to false idols, they made a brave and dangerous choice. They refused. Knowing they would be executed for their faith, they abandoned their homes, their wealth, and their families. They fled the city, accompanied only by a dog, and sought refuge in a secluded cave. Terrified but full of faith, they turned to Allah and made a beautiful dua, asking for His mercy and guidance out of their impossible situation. And then, Allah answered their prayer in a way no human could have predicted. He sealed their ears. He put them and their dog into a deep, miraculous sleep. As they slept, empires fell, kings died, entire generations of people came and went. The Quran beautifully describes how Allah would turn them from their right side to their left side as they slept, preserving their bodies while their dog lay stretching its paws at the entrance. To anyone walking by, it would have looked terrifying, but they were in the ultimate state of divine protection. For 300 solar years, or 309 lunar years, they remained in this miraculous state. And then they woke up. They had no idea centuries had passed. They felt hungry. One asked, "How long have we stayed here?" Another replied, "Perhaps a day, or part of a day." They decided to send one of them secretly into the city with some silver coins to buy pure food, warning him to be careful so the Tyrant King wouldn't find them. But as he walked into the market, everything was different. The architecture, the people, the clothes. And when he handed over his silver coin to a merchant, the merchant was shocked. This coin was an ancient relic from an empire that had collapsed over 3 centuries ago. In that moment, the truth was revealed. The oppressive city they had fled from was gone. The new society they awoke to actually believed in Allah. Their 300-year sleep was a sign to the entire world, a definitive proof of the day of resurrection, proving that the one who can wake you from a 300-year sleep can easily raise you back to life after death. So, why does Allah want us to read this specific story every single Friday? Because we are living in a time of intense fitna, intense corruption and distraction. Sometimes, the society around you, your friend group, or even social media algorithms will try to drag you away from Allah. The companions of the cave teach us that sometimes you have to disconnect to protect your soul. You have to run to Allah. You might not need to hide in a physical cave today, but you can build a cave for your heart. Whether that's closing your phone, sitting on your prayer mat, or simply walking away from a toxic environment. If you take one step toward Allah, He will protect you in ways you cannot even imagine, just like He protected the sleepers of the cave. If this story strengthened your Iman today, hit that like button and subscribe to Run to Allah for more incredible stories and reminders. May Allah protect our hearts and keep us firm on the Deen.